Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the mid-March 2023 reading for the zodiac sign of Aries. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages that I receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. But let's go ahead and jump in and get started. In column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close, so last few weeks or month. Column number 2, we're going to take a look at what's coming for the remainder of March. We're also going to do a money column, a love column, and in the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We'll also do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and a healing note for you, Aries. But let's go ahead and jump in and get started. Going back to column number 1, what's wrapping up and coming to a close. We have a summary card of I will forgive. Forgiveness is really important, and it seems like you have forgiven someone or something in these last few weeks or month. But let's go ahead and see what messages we've got coming through here. Okay, first we have the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is a card of going through a necessary transition. I like this because this is always going in a positive forward direction. So on the original deck of cards, like a red or white deck, it'll be a boat, and the boat is heading in a forward positive direction. So with the Six of Swords, it's some sort of necessary transition. This could also be moving or physically relocating there with that Six of Swords. The next card that we have is the Lover's card. The Lover's card, of course, is a card of love. This is partnership, deep love, strength together. So perhaps there was some change or for some forgiveness related to a love interest or some sort of transition with a love interest. The Lovers can also indicate a decision, though. So anytime there's 2 of something on a card, that can also be an indicator of a decision. So it could have also been a decision that was made there. At the bottom here, we have the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is a card of having lots of different things going on. There's something different in each of these 7 cups. Oftentimes this indicates busy, so perhaps you've been busy the last few weeks, but it also can be non-committal because, again, there's so many different things, there's so many different options. So perhaps you're feeling a little bit non-committal about this relationship or this transition. But also it could, again, just be generally how busy things were. Let's go ahead and take a look at our clarifiers, though, here, Aries, and see what else we've got going on. Up first, we have the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is a card of planting your pentacles and then waiting for them to grow. So this is waiting, delayed success. It does still mean success, but again, emphasis on the waiting. You see this person planted their pentacles, and now they're waiting for them to grow. I think you've been waiting for this transition, waiting for this move, perhaps even waiting for the right time to forgive someone. The next card we have is the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups we were just talking about. Again, that's that non-committal energy or also that busy energy. Some of you could be avoiding this relationship with the excuse that you're busy, or perhaps that is the excuse that you're being given. I can't tell, and it's probably different for some if the non-committal energy is you or the other party here. But it does seem like things are busy, but again, that's leading to that kind of non-committal energy around love. At the bottom here, we have the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is a card of low feelings. I'm glad to see that there was some forgiveness because I think, again, there were some low feelings regarding this relationship. But I think you're bothered that they're not making time for them, or if you're too busy, then you're feeling bad about it. But again, there's some lower feelings around this non-committal energy. Again, the forgiveness is really good, but this relationship, it seems, needs a little bit more improvement here too. Anyways, though, let's take a look, Aries, and see about what's coming for the remainder of March and see what other information we get. So pulling a summary card for column number 2, we have the card, I feel balanced. I love this so much. I feel like we can all always use more balance. more harmony. So I get really excited when you see these balance cards. And balance is multiple things. It's like balancing work life and personal life, relationships, sleeping and activity. It's kind of that fine balance in all aspects of life, which is nice to see. But let's take a look and see what cards we have under column number 2. See what messages we have for you. First we have the 8 of Coins. The 8 of Coins is a card of mastering your craft, enjoying your employment. It is also like work smarter, not harder energy though, so make sure that you're being very efficient in the things that you're doing. And lastly, my reason why I really like the 8 of Coins is it means that your hard work is paying off. So you'll be reaping the benefits of the hard work that you've been putting in. But it seems like you're enjoying whatever it is you're working on. You're putting out quality work, and we're getting to the point where you're starting to benefit from this hard work. The next card that we have is the 7 of Coins, or the 7 of Pentacles. This is a card of being patient. This is a card of working hard, delayed success. Just note that things maybe are moving a little bit slower, but we need to keep putting in the hard work. Both these cards are hard work leading to success. The 7 of Coins oftentimes though is just it coming a little bit slower. You see that 7 of Pentacles again, that was planting the pentacles and waiting for them to grow. At the bottom here we have the 2 of Swords. The 2 of Swords is a card of feeling like you maybe are compromising or having to make a decision. I feel like you want to give up on this or stop working on this because it's taking a little bit longer. So that's where that kind of compromise is coming into play. That continuing to push forward, that continuing to be patient, knowing that success is coming, and it's making that decision to keep doing it. The nice thing is that we do have balance coming in, so hopefully none of these feelings are too sharp or too strong. But again, success is kind of looming here, so you just have to keep pushing onwards towards it, Aries. Okay, at the top here for clarifiers, we have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is very confident, very self-assured. You need to tell yourself that this is going to be successful. There's no way around this. You can't like have that negative self-talk or that doubt. You need to be telling yourself that this is successful, even if it is waiting or even if it is taking a little bit longer. Again, you have to be confident and self-assuring in this. Up next, Aries, we have the 8 of Pentacles or the 8 of Coins. So repeat card here. Again, you have to keep working hard here, putting in the time, mastering the craft, enjoying what you're doing. Work smarter, not harder. Again, be looking for efficiencies or things that you can do better. But keep putting in the work, even if it is moving a little bit slower. At the bottom here, we have the 7 of Swords. If you take a look at this card, this person has their swords gathered up and they like want to run away. Again, that's you kind of wanting to give up on this because it's taking a little bit longer. But you need to compromise, continue to push forward, and make that decision to keep pushing forward. Okay, Aries, now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to money. Starting out with a quick card here. This is an affirmation card. It says, I allow my money to work for me. In this column, we're going to talk about anything related to money, job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, really whatever you associate with money here, Aries. Up first, we have the 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands is kind of an overwhelming card. It's a card of stress, exhaustion, having lots of burdens. On the original deck, you can see a person holding all these wands and they're kind of like hunched over, crying into them. So I do feel like you're a little bit overwhelmed with, or maybe a lot bit overwhelmed right now, Aries, with work. So we need to give that some attention. This is, again, picking up too many wands, picking up too many tasks. This is overcommitting. So make sure you're not overcommitting yourself. Make sure you're not overwhelming yourself. And the 10 of Wands leads to exhaustion. It leads to burnout. So make sure you're saying no at the appropriate times. And again, be careful overcommitting. You just have a lot going on. You're carrying a lot on your plate in this moment here, Aries. The next card that we have is the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is a card of being very confident, being very self-assured. Again, we need to be confident things are going to play out and work out and happen the way they should. But the Queen of Wands is also coming through as like kind of protecting or defending yourself. And again, that's making sure we're not overcommitting, overexhausting ourselves, taking on more than we can handle. At the bottom here, we have the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is feeling like you're in a low place. I'm asking and it's saying it's definitely directly connected to the Ten of Wands. You're feeling burnt out. You're feeling stressed. You're feeling exhausted. You're feeling like you're spread really thin, Aries. So again, we need to make sure we're defending and kind of protecting ourselves here so we can get out of this Ten of Wands type situation. Let's take a look at clarifiers here. Up first, we have the Two of Swords. Anytime we have a two of something on a card, it can indicate a decision. So with the Two of Swords, it's about making a decision, again, knowing when to say no, picking, choosing, prioritizing, putting down some of the wands, putting down some of the things that are weighing us down. It can feel a little bit like a compromise, like you want to do everything right now. But that's not always the case. We don't always get to do everything right now. So just be aware of that and make sure you're making good decisions when you're committing your time, committing your workload, when you're asked to do something. The next card that we have is the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups does indicate celebrations or success. So I do think you're going to get through all these things, even though like right now you're like, I can't do it. You can, Aries. You definitely can. The Three of Cups, though, is also like utilizing your circle of support. So knowing when to ask for help. I do feel like if you reach out for help or guidance or support or whatever it may be, it'll be well received. So kind of communicate anything as these things come up. If you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling stressed, like don't just say no, but you can explain why, and that will kind of help soften anything if we're not able to take on something we're being asked to take on. The next card that we have is the High Priestess. The High Priestess is a card of trusting your intuition. Again, we have to have this kind of inherent confidence that everything is going to work out and it's going to be fine. It is with the Three of Cups that's already saying that. But it's like you need to trust your gut, trust your intuition to navigate you through. And again, just know that everything will work out. This can also be a card of like secrets or mysteries. So there could be some missing information. So make sure you're asking the right questions, getting the information you may need. Moving on now, let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to love. Start with a quick love message here. Emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. In this column, we're going to talk about anything related to love, family, friends, relationship, children, marriage, whatever you associate with love, Aries. First, we have the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is being very studious, working really hard towards something. So it's like putting in the time and the effort. And since this is our love column, this is about putting in the time and the effort with family, friends, relationship, children, whatever it may be. So I like this. You're putting in the time, you're putting in the effort. The Page of Cups can also be a card of new love. So some of you could be going into a new relationship this month as well. The next card that we have is the Strength card. The Strength card is a card, of course, of strength. That's what the lion indicates on the card there, that strength and that courage. But this is a card of self-love, unconditional love, self-respect. I like this. So whether you're happily outside of a relationship, entering into a new relationship, an existing relationship, kind of whatever your status is here, we're in a good place. We're really respecting ourselves. We're loving ourselves. We're also getting that love back, which is nice to see. This is well-rounded here. Again, for those of you with that potential for new love interest, think about the courage of going into it. Again, this person seems to possess some really nice traits. At the bottom here, we have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is very free, very active, but it's like taking action. It's being creative. It's going out, it's doing things. So make sure that you are getting out there. If you want to be in a relationship, make sure you're going to places where you can find a relationship. You can't just stay at your house. If you're hoping to advance a relationship, make sure you're taking actions to advance it. I feel like you need to be doing things with these relationships this month. I guess that's what I'm getting at. Take action. Go to the park. Go visit that friend. Get on the dating app, whatever it may be. Again, there needs to be action towards love this month is what I'm hearing. Looking at our clarifiers, first up we have the Ace of Cups. Anytime we have the Ace card, it's a card of newness. With the case of Ace of Cups, this is new baby, relationship, proposal, or marriage. I love this. This is basically whatever you want in love. Here it is. So some movement, some newness coming for you. Also paired on top of a new love card, so not surprised to see that. The next card that we have is Temperance. Temperance is a card of balance and harmony. It's moderation, it's self-control. Again, it's so many good things. There's so many good traits in this relationship, whether you're single, seeking in an active relationship, whatever it may be. There's just so many good traits. Again, there's that self-love, that self-respect. There's this balance, this harmony, this moderation. Very, very balanced, like we talked about earlier. At the bottom here, we have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is about being nurtured. It's about being supported. And again, that's happening. And the way that we do that is, again, we're engaging in these relationships. When we're engaging in these relationships, we're getting this sense of support, this sense of being nurtured. Really, really nice feeling around all of this. It's just such a positive situation at this point, Aries. So I love that for you. Let's take a look at our next column, which is anything. This is a message from our future self or spirit guide. So anything to carry into the remainder of March here. We have the card, I Feel Loved. This is super fitting just based on what we just came off of. I think this is the best love column you've had in a really long time, Aries. So I'm not surprised to see this card, I Feel Loved. It's very obvious that you are with the cards that we've seen here recently. But let's take a look and see what messages we have. First, we have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is a card of being very traditional, being very conventional. It's a card of conformity. This can also be a card of expectations. I feel like you don't need to lower your expectations. I'm not sure why I'm saying this to Aries, but I'm going to say it because that's what I'm hearing. Like, I feel like you can have these expectations of what you want and what you deserve, and they'll be met. They'll be conformed to. So that's good to see. The next card that we have is the Six of Coins. This is a card of giving or receiving help. And again, it's like people are giving towards the expectations, giving you what you need. So no need to lower expectations. This is about expectations being met and you receiving the things that you need. At the bottom here, we have the Ten of Cups. If you've watched my readings before, you know the Ten of Cups is my favorite card in the entire deck. It's a card of family, contentment, total love, support. Again, being given all the things you need out of this relationship, which is awesome. Let's go ahead and take a look at our clarifiers and see what other messages we've got here. First up, we have the Hangman. This is a card of wisdom. And this is also a card of self-sacrifice. And it's like you've gone without what you needed before. That's that self-sacrifice. But we have the wisdom now of what our expectations are. And our expectations are being met, which is really nice to see. The next card that we have is the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is a card of needing to rest, retreat, renew, recover. This may feel weird, Aries. Maybe you're not used to, again, having your needs met and receiving the love and support that you need. So this is more than anything like kind of a weird feeling. This is needing to recover and adjust to having your needs met. At the bottom here, we have the Two of Cups. Great love card. It's a card of romantic love, partnership, proposal, marriage. I think it was pretty evident as we read through this that's connected to love. But that's your final kind of verification or clarifier there. Now at this time, Aries, I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. If you don't have questions in mind, you can pause the video and think of them really quick. But question number 1 is the Jack of Hearts. This is number 22 card. That's going to be a yes. Question number 2 is the Queen of Diamonds. This is number 12 card. That's going to be a yes. And question number 3 is the Jack of Diamonds. This is number 14 card. That's also going to be a yes. So yeses across the board there for you, Aries. We're going to pull a card from our Healing Stones deck, which is a crystal to keep with you through the month of March. Your crystal this month is Aquamarine, which is good for ease. Really helps you with your clairs, gives you drive, keeps you buoyant. It gives you both ease and depth. Last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. Your Healing Note says, Somehow in the midst of the struggle, life finds its way to take care of you when you open yourself to receive healing, and all will be well. Thank you so much, Aries, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. Also, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But I hope you have a wonderful rest of your March, Aries.